bit about that.
It is imperative that the United States Senate and Congress deal with the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act. Civil rights organizations, the 8 legacy groups, including National Action Network, has virtual meetings set this week with Senator Schumer and with Hakeem Jeffries to talk about how we reintroduce the George Floyd Act.
I'm not afraid to die. I know what's up there.
So this is not the end of a funeral, but the beginning of a movement around legislation. As McCarthy meets with the president on the national debt ceiling, we're going to engage them on the debt owed Black America.
And, you know, I guess the art of politics. President Biden and Vice President Harris renewed their commitment to say we have to get this bill made into law. Renewed their commitment to say we have to get. We say we have a problem. It's the culture. It's the culture. It's not whether the officer is black, Hispanic, or white. Now it's the institutionalized police culture that says it is acceptable to engage in excessive use of force on Black and brown citizens. And we can show you exhibit after exhibit after exhibit. Substance in the George Floyd Justice Policing Act with the Tyre. Whatever we do, we got to continue to fund body cam video because we got to be able to see what's happening. Transparency is the only thing we can depend on. You won't need me to interpret it for you. You won't need Pastor Brown or Pastor Turner, nobody to interpret it for you. You can see it with your own eyes. I told him video is so important because if we got transparency, then we can get accountability, and then we can get to trust. Then you're going to get the last one. His family, his son are going to have a lawsuit brought on their behalf. And it's going to be, as Attorney Ramanucci and I did with the George Floyd case, as we did with Breonna Taylor, Randy Cox in Connecticut. It's going to show this pattern and practice of not just one officer, but multiple officers engaging in pattern and practice excessive use of force. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. Today, the Vice President is in Memphis, Tennessee, to attend the celebration of life service for Tyre Nichols. Last year, when Senate Republicans blocked that legislation from coming to his desk, President Biden took executive action, but as the President has said, there is no substitute to federal legislation. That's why tomorrow the President is hosting Representative Horsford and a small group of CBC members here at the White House for a conversation about the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act and other shared policies. And it's why he's continuing to call on Republicans in Congress to join with Democrats and ensure our justice system lives up to its name. As you know, the President and the Vice President spoke to Mr. Nichols' mother and stepfather on the phone earlier to express their condolences and support.